Today, I'll be introducing the service management capability of the Agile Open Container, or AOC. Generally, we perform configuration and O&M based on service scenarios. The AOC is an application intended for use with one or more models of devices and has been designed to achieve a specific service based on the capabilities of these devices. With the AOC, we can manage a service in just 3 steps. The first step is to import and activate a specific service plugin, or SSP, package. The AOC is an open system, allowing users to customize services through SSP packages. A service becomes available once the corresponding SSP package has been activated. The second step is to configure services on the AOC. This includes creating, updating, and deleting services. The last step is to deliver services through a northbound API, which is automatically generated by the AOC based on the service model. Typically, customers have their own operations support system, or OSS, to interconnect with the AOC for automation. Next, we will talk about how the OSS interconnects with the AOC. First, let's look at the 3 steps in detail. As we mentioned earlier, the AOC is an open system that allows users to customize services through SSP packages. To manage a service, we must first import and activate an SSP package on the AOC. To do so, open the Software Package Management page, click Import, select the SSP package to import, and then click OK. After the SSP package is imported, we can view it on the Package Management page. The package is not activated by default, and it must be activated before we can use it. To activate the SSP package, click the Activate icon in the Operation column. The SSP package is successfully activated when Active is displayed in the Package Status column. The service is now available. After completing the first step, a configuration page is automatically generated based on the Yang model defined in the SSP package. Now let's move on to the second step, configuring the service. All we need to do is add a service instance based on the service logic. In the Service Management page, click the service in the loaded SSP package on the left, and then click Add on the right. On the page that is displayed, set parameters as required. After this, click Dry Run to check whether the packets to be delivered are correct. If they are, click Commit Configuration to deliver the configurations to the device. After the service is delivered, we can view the delivered configurations, as well as those that have been decomposed to the specific device, which facilitates backtracking. In traditional management, it's not possible to determine a specific scenario or whether configurations are used after they have been delivered. In addition, we don't delete services that are no longer used, as this may have negative impacts. It can lead to too many service configurations existing on the device, affecting performance and wasting resources. The AOC enables us to identify the delivered service instance on the Service Management page. To begin, click Edit in the Operation column. We can see configuration details on the Basic Information page of the service instance. And the service configurations decomposed to the device can be viewed on the Service Ref tab page. This enables us to backtrack specific service configurations. The AOC also allows for service updates after services are delivered to devices. To update a service, find the service instance on the Service Management page, select the service instance, click Edit, and modify parameters as required. Here we use the bandwidth parameter as an example. If a green tick is displayed, the parameter is modified successfully. Next, click Dry Run to check whether the packets to be delivered are correct. If they are, click Commit Configuration to deliver the modification to the device. The AOC provides many availability features which can be used to simplify change scenarios during routine O&M. For example, the AOC records historical commit points for successfully delivered configurations, which facilitates configuration auditing and backtracking. This works similar to an operating system's backup function or a database's mirroring function. We can roll back configurations based on historical commit points. It's worth pointing out that rollbacks are vital in scenarios where a problem occurs following a new service launch or upgrade. To perform a rollback, choose Config Management and then Commit History. Select a historical commit point and click Rollback in the operation column. Then, click Dry Run to check whether the removed packet to be delivered is correct. If it is, click Commit Configuration to complete the rollback. Finally, we come to the third and final step, delivering services through northbound APIs. In automated O&M scenarios, the AOC is often connected to an OSS. The AOC automatically generates a structure based on the service model for the OSS to invoke, thereby implementing automated O&M management. To interconnect with an upper layer system, we must first create a northbound user. In terms of permission management, the AOC employs separate users on the GUI and northbound APIs, enhancing security. To create a northbound user, open the Security Management app, choose User Management followed by Users, and then click Create. On the page that's displayed, enter the username and password, click Third Party, and click Next. Select an NBI user group and click OK. The northbound user is now created successfully. Following these operations, we can use a configuration tool to simulate the northbound OSS for interconnection. At this point, we need to obtain a token using the created northbound user account. This token will be used for subsequent authentication and verification, and the procedure is as follows. First, use a third-party account to obtain the token, which will be contained in the header of subsequent packets. Next, apply for a transaction ID. The AOC provides global transaction capabilities. The transaction can either succeed or fail, and all of a transaction's configurations will be rolled back if the transaction fails. After obtaining a transaction ID, we can edit the service configuration. The URL and body are automatically generated based on the service Yang model. We just need to set the URL and body based on the service parameters. Finally, we invoke the commit interface to deliver the configuration through a northbound API. Well, that brings us to the end of today's introduction to Huawei AOC's service management capabilities.